everybody, welcome back. So I'm really happy to be doing this video because I am using a bunch of new products that I showed you in my haul. Some of them actually I'm quite impressed with. I will say I'm quite impressed with a couple of these. So if you're curious to see what products I used, then let's get into the video. So I'm so happy to be doing this video finally because I'm using a bunch of the products that I had in my beauty haul. What I did quickly before I came on camera is I took a picture of my lips because I wanted to go in with this Buxom, the Buxom Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum. It's supposed to kind of make your lips really plump. So I thought, okay, well, let's see if this really is true. So this one feels... it's not like the Too Faced, like that lip injection where it really feels like your lips are tingling. This has a really a really subtle tingling sensation, nothing heavy duty as some of them can be. So we'll see if this gives a little bit of plumpness to my lips. Next, I'm going to go in with a primer. I already have all of my skincare products on, so I'm trying out that Revolution the Glass Skin Primer. It sounded really good. And when I read a little bit about it, it says that it's vegan and cruelty-free. It's perfect the Korean glass skin trend with our glass skin primer. This dewy finish gel hydrates and smooths skin to boost natural radiance and leave a healthy looking youthful glow. So I'm just going to go in with that much. I don't know how much to start off with, so we'll start off slow. It is a bit of a thicker consistency. I can feel that. And then it also says can be used alone for a natural dewy finish or under makeup to improve wear and create a gorgeous dew from within. Okay, so I can see it is definitely giving me like dewiness in my cheek area. I don't know how well it's going to do for filling the pores in. All right, so definitely you can see my skin has a bit of a sheen to it. It's a really nice radiance. So hopefully that when I put the foundation on, it'll still come through. Okay, so I'm going to let that primer sink into the skin, and I'm going to go ahead and do my my eyes. So I'm using that Rare Beauty. This is the Always an Optimist Weightless Eye Primer, and it just basically says a weightless hydrating eye primer that smooths lids while prepping for longer lasting amped up color that won't crease, fade, or smudge. It's a nice peach color, and it apparently, because it is very hydrating, which it is, it's very creamy. Compared to some of the other eyeshadow primers that I've used. And this is supposed to last all day. I prefer to use an eyeshadow primer rather than concealer. I mean, I will use concealer just to use it as a base, but I do prefer to use an actual eyeshadow primer. I just feel that it really helps the eyeshadow stay longer and enhances like the shades. And it doesn't look very drying. Like sometimes when I put eyeshadow primer on, depending on which one it is, sometimes it can look really drying in my crease, but this one looks pretty good. So we'll see how that works out. And I also think I have like a nice mix today. I've mixed like some drugstore and some high-end products. A lot of you guys reached out when you were, telling me in your comments that you do like, some of you like drugstore and high-end. So I'm just kind of mixing it up a little bit today and putting both things in the mix. All right, so while I'm waiting for the primer to sit and the eyeshadow primer to sit, I'm going to go in with my brows. So I'm going to use the NYX, that Lift and Snatch. It's the Brow Tint Pen, and it's supposed to give you like really hair-like strokes. So we'll see how well this does. I've never used like a pen type formula to do my brows before, so I'm a tad nervous, just a little bit, but you know what, we'll see. Hopefully the shade, because there was only like 3 shades. I think there was like a really light one, and then this is brunette, and then there was like a black one. So I thought, okay, well, let's go with the one that is kind of in between, because I don't really like the too light one. And we'll just kind of, I don't know, I guess we'll start. So it is quite liquidy, as I can feel it right now as I'm putting it on. It's very liquidy. I guess with like when I use a pencil, I know I can, if I kind of make a mistake, it's a little bit easier to fix the mistake. But with a pen, I don't know, I've never used that. So But so far, okay, so it's I mean, it's giving me some nice hairs, like filling in the areas quite nicely. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm kind of looking in the viewfinder. I mean, I'm being very tentative too, so I mean, I probably could go in a little bit with a little heavier hand. And then this is where, like in the tail area, that's where I'm really losing the hairs. So I'm going to try and define that a little bit better. Okay, so I just did the one side. And I mean, really did give me definition. I mean, for the first time using it, I think I did okay. I'll try and, there's just a little area here that I want to correct, but I'll do that when I'm putting like the foundation and stuff on. But I think that did actually pretty good. It was very easy to use. Like it's very liquidy. It's like you almost using like a liquid eyeliner to do your eyebrows. So, and I just used like a little light hand. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna quickly do the other side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so overall, I think that turned out really nice. Yeah, I mean, it's just different using a pen. You can really feel the liquid as you're putting it on. I mean, hopefully, you know, when you're using it, I was really trying hard not to make any mistakes because I don't know how fast this is going to drive down. So, you know, I think it did an okay job. And the shade is actually pretty good for me. So far, enjoying that. So the next product I'm going to go in with, and man, oh man, I don't know, can you see how that's really affecting my lips? Like I can see it right down here. It's really red. I did take a quick snapshot, so I'll put those two snapshots together and see if anything, like it made any improvement. So we're going to go in with the concealer now, or sorry, not concealer, a foundation. Well, it is kind of a concealer foundation, actually hybrid. So it is the Marc Jacobs Cafe Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. So I really was looking forward to trying this. I picked up this in the shade Medium 210. And what was so sad is that I just heard the other day that I guess Marc Jacobs is closing down like their cosmetics division. I mean, not that I use a lot of Marc Jacobs products. They are pricier, but yeah, I thought that was too bad. So it's a really nice glass bottle. And what it says about this is, surprisingly, I guess why I wanted to try it, does say it's full coverage, which I usually tend to stay away from. You know, we'll see. I think it's more buildable than anything else. And it just has a 2-in-1 caffeine infused concealer and foundation with natural looking full coverage and all day wear to visibly brighten and re-energize all skin types. It says hydrating, crease resistant formula, blends seamlessly to quickly conceal dark circles, blemishes, and redness. With an oversized applicator for quick all over coverage, it works double time as a buildable foundation for a visibly smoother, even more toned complexion. Now, I only picked up the one shade. I know that some people will buy like two shades. They'll buy one for their face and one as the concealer, but I just picked up the one shade. So hopefully, I don't know, I have a little bit of a tan still, not much actually, because that self tanner's been wearing off. It has like a nice doe foot applicator. So this might be a little bit light for me, but we'll see. We'll go in with that much. I mean, with it saying that it's full coverage. And what I think I'll do is the one side, I'm going to use like a foundation brush. And I guess I'll just put a tiny bit also under my eye as the concealer. So let's try this one side with a brush and the other side with my sponge. This is just a Real Techniques buffing brush. And I start from the center of my face and I kind of work out. Blending out pretty nicely, but I mean, it's definitely buildable because you can still see, I mean, for it to say that it's full coverage, you can definitely still see my natural skin still poking through. So this is with it all blended in with the brush. I mean, so far it's okay. I mean, it's not really settling yet. And remember, I have that other primer on that I haven't used before either. So I think, so now I'll go in on this side and I'm going to, now I don't know if like you shouldn't leave it sit or that sort of thing. So I don't know, sometimes foundations, if you leave them sit, they'll start developing lines. So we're just gonna try getting that going on this side. Yeah, I've blended all that in. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? What do you think about, this is the brush side and this is the sponge side. I think that from a dewier finish with that primer, definitely the sponge side is giving me more of like dewier finishes over here on where my cheeks are compared to this side. I like the coverage. The coverage is really nice. So I'm going to have to use this a little bit more because if he's going out of, like if the brand is going to be stopping making the makeup, I'd really like to probably pick up another one of these. But I think I like the sponge side more than the brush side. And then I think with my finger, I'm going to apply it as the concealer. So I just want to take a tiny bit there. And I'm just going to use my ring finger. I think that has some nice coverage, especially for the darkness under my eyes. And then on this side, I'm going to use a brush. So this is just my Real Techniques concealer brush. What is the number on here? 210. And I just want to blend it in and see if it looks like slightly different on this side. Yeah, I think it actually applied better on the brush side. Look at how smooth that looks under my eye. Whereas I can still see, at least in the mirror here, I don't know if it's kind of hard with all the lights and stuff, but I can definitely see a little bit more pigmentation on where I just blended it in with my finger. All right, so overall, I really liked how the foundation, it looks very nice. Like with that help of the primer, I can really see the dewiness and like it just looks like a really nice sheen on my face. So far, I'm really enjoying that. So we're going to jump into the eyes now, and I'm going to use that Morphe, the Madison Beer Channel Surfing Artistry palette. I know some people might think this is a bit boring, the shades and stuff, but I like neutral shades. They're my favorite to use. Those are just gorgeous. Love them, and I like how it's just a really nice mix of some shimmer shades and also mattes. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, well, what kind of look do I want to do today? First time using the palette. I think what I'm going to first do is go in with this shade right here, and it is called Emotional Bruises. I have that, like the leaflet here that has all the shade colors on it, so it's called Emotional Bruises. And I'm very excited. I'm going to use my first BK Beauty brush. This is the 201. It is a blended, like a blended crease brush. Oh, it's just so pretty. Look at that. And I love how soft it is. Like, oh, just absolutely, just beautiful. So let's just dip. I don't know how pigmented these are or if there's going to be fallout. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there and make sure to tap it off. Oh, it's got just a beautiful mirror. This is such a nice, big, huge mirror. Try not to blind you guys with it, but and I'm going to place that just on my lid, and I'll take it about halfway up my crease. And you really don't have to apply a lot of pressure. I just had to show you, I went and bought a cute little brush holder with all the brushes inside. But first mascara, I just loved it. I thought that was so cute. And it fits all the brushes perfectly, so I was very happy with that. So next I'm going to go in, I think with this shade right in the middle. And that is called Fight Club. And I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty, this is the 202 defined crease brush. And definitely with this eyeshadow palette, you don't need a lot, like you just need a little bit on your brush. But I think that first shade went really nicely on. It is very pigmented, but a nice shade. I'm just going to put it right along my crease. I find as my eyes are getting a little bit droopy on this one side, like a little bit of a hooded eye, I always have to, it's like faking it. I have to look straight in the mirror and then I almost fake it up into the crease area, not right into my crease. See, I was just kind of giving this eye a little bit of definition and more of like a lifted look. So I'm going to keep the eyes just kind of more on the like neutral side today. But I do want to have like a little bit of shimmer on the lid. So I think I'll go in with this one right here. And it's called Stained Glass. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply that. It's quite a pretty shade. And I'm just going to put that right in the inner corner to about halfway. Very, very pretty. These are really lovely colors, and I did not have any fallout whatsoever on my face at all. That's very impressive. Okay, so that worked out well. And this is such a nice brush. The 202. It has such a nice tapered end to it. Oh, it's just beautiful. So that did a really nice job of kind of getting all into this crease area. So next I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 204. This is the Smudge It brush, and this is what I'm going to use like under my lower lash line to run the color under there. So I'm just going to take a bit of the one color that I had and also both of them, tap them off, and just run that under my lower lash line. Oh, that is so beautiful. What a nice brush. It is so soft. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm used to having, I have an older brush. I used to use like this Eco Tools brush, that one there. And I mean, it's soft, but this is incredibly soft. And wow, it just applied that color under my eye with no problem. I think I have found my new favorite brush. This is, wow, beautiful, beautiful brush. Okay, so that's enough for the shadows and everything. I'm going to go in with liquid eyeliner because I want to wear some lashes today. I picked up some new lashes because you know I love lashes. So this is just the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I have this in the shade Intense Black. I always make sure I shake this one, and I start about in the center and I work my way out towards the end of my eye. But I find for myself, I prefer to use a liquid eyeliner when I wear false eyelashes. If it's just like a normal day-to-day eye look that I'm doing and I'm not going to use lashes that day, I usually use like a pencil eyeliner. And I'm not going to do any sort of wing because, you know, I just can't do a wing without having my tape hack. And when I'm wearing false eyelashes, I bring the liquid liner right into the corner of my eye so that when you're putting the lash on, it just looks really seamless. And I like this eyeliner because it does not fray. Sometimes by the end of the night when you're wearing liquid eyeliner, it can start fraying into the corners of your eye, but this one doesn't do that. All right, so I'm just going to quickly do this other eye. I'm going to throw my lashes on. I'll show you quickly which ones I bought, and then I'm just going to do those off camera. But I picked up a new set. It's the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink collection. Haven't tried these ones yet. It's Little Black Dress, but I thought that they were just really pretty. So yeah, can't wait to try those out. So I will go off camera, do all of that, and I will be back. Okay, the eyes are all done. So I've applied my false eyelashes. I did a bit of tight lining with my L'Oreal. It's the Eyeliner Signature, absolute favorite eye pencil for just tight lining underneath my top lash line. So favorite pencil for that. And then I just went in with my Clinique. This is the High Impact Mascara. And this is in the shade, I believe, just black. And I always put mascara on even if I'm going to be wearing false eyelashes. It just kind of gives my lashes and the false lashes, they just join a little bit better and look a little bit better, more natural. And then I always use the Clinique for my bottom lash line. Some people I know don't particularly like to use mascara on their lower lash line. I do. I think it just kind of makes, for my eyes anyhow, it just kind of makes my eyes look more complete. So, but this is my favorite mascara. It does such a nice job. I don't know if it's just the formulation or the wand, but it does such an amazing job on my lower lash line. So love that mascara. So then we're going to go in with bronzer, and I'm going to try out that Tower 28. This is that Bronzino. It's like a cream bronzer. And I have this in the shade Gold Coast. It's a really nice gold color. Now I really don't know how to apply this, if I should put it on with my fingers. I mean, I don't think I should. I don't know. I'm going to apply it with a buffing brush. We'll see if that works. If not, I'll just apply it with my finger. But I'm just going to dab my brush in there. I'm using that same brush that I used for my foundation. And I'll start with a light hand because I don't know how pigmented it is. I don't use a lot of cream bronzers. I have a few, but not too many. Okay, well, maybe I'll go in with my finger, because the only thing about using my finger that I get a little bit worried about is if it's going to pick up like the foundation. I'll just do that, and now I'll buff it in. It's a very subtle bronzer, and I apply it just kind of in the high points of my cheek. I don't want to bring it too far down. So it definitely is giving me like a really nice bronzy glow, warming up my complexion. It is very nice. I'm surprised like how creamy it is. It is blending in really beautifully. And then I just wanted to show you or let you know. So what it is it's an illuminating bronzer balm for all that effortless summer glow from within. And it just says it is made with 100% mineral pigment and skin-loving ingredients like moisturizing mango butter and calming green tea extract. It helps soothe and condition the skin to give you that just got back from vacation glow. And it is an Allure Best of Beauty winner. Okay, I really like that. That is very nice. I like it. Really is giving me like a sun-kissed, lit from within glow. I am quite impressed with this. This is very nice, and it didn't lift up my foundation. So I debated about blush and which one I should use. I have that new Milani, the Cheek Kiss one, I think it's called. But I also have this older one, which I bought a long time ago, and I haven't even used it yet. And I've been it's been kicking around, so I thought, well, why don't we bring this one out? So it's the Milani, this is the Baked Powder Blush, and I have this one in the shade Luminoso. Such a nice little pretty shade. It's like a peach color. And then I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 107. This is the flat blush brush. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, this is so soft. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, it really picks up the color. Wow, like it really picked up the color. So I just want to maybe tap that off a bit. I don't want to look like an orange Oompa Loompa. And we'll just put that on. Oh my goodness, these are so soft. Milani has such good like face products. And I usually just stipple it on and I go right back into my hairline. And I keep it on my cheekbone and go up. I don't usually put it on the apples of my cheeks. That's kind of what I did in my younger days, but I think that just draws attention to the center of my face where I don't want attention there. And you'll notice I didn't put any powder on today. I just kind of wanted to see how the primer was going to work and also the foundation. And I really like how it's giving me like a really like a dewy look today. And then for highlighter, I think I'll go in with my broken package of Milani, the baked highlighter in the Champagne 120. But if you saw my haul video, I showed that it kind of came broken, which is a little bit disappointing, but at least it doesn't affect the product. Now I do have quite a bit of glowy and dewiness going on today, so I don't think I need a lot of highlighter. I'm just going to dab my brush in there. Just put a tiny bit on my cheekbone area. That's very pretty. Wow. Very nice. I like how it's subtle. It's not like a really, bam, can see me from Mars kind of highlighter. But oh, that's really pretty. And it's a nice shade. Like it's not like a gold, like a real gold shade. And I'm just going to put some on my nose. Cupid's bow. All right, so far so good. And we're just going to finish off with the lips. So I'm going to go in with my tried and true, my NYX retractable lip liner. And I have this in the shade Nude. Absolutely favorite pencil. And it does a great job when I fill in my whole lip with the lip liner. And it stays like all day. And I overline my lips just a little bit to give it a little bit of fullness. So for lipstick, we're going to go in with the NYX. This is the Shout Loud Satin Lipstick. And I have this one in the shade A la Mode. This was that one that I had that was a cute little packaging, little heart on it. And just a really pretty shade. So it should go nice with the lip liner. That's why I chose the Nude lip liner. Has a little bit of a scent to it actually. A really sweet smelling, but like it's not like gross kind of sweet smelling. It's just like it smells like cotton candy. Oh, this is really creamy. Wow, that like very nice formulation. Oh, I didn't even see that on the back. You can on the back there's a little heart. That's so cute. I don't know why they put designs on lipsticks because you're just going to wear it off anyhow, but it's a cute idea. Oh, I really like that. That is a beautiful color. I love the shade. And very creamy. Oh my goodness, very moisturizing. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. So just to kind of recap on the products, I'm so far liking the Revolution, the Glass Skin Primer. I think it has done a really nice job of keeping my face looking a little bit hydrated and dewy. I mean, it's kind of hard to see how long a primer will last. I mean, I'm putting this on, it's early afternoon. It should last, you know, for the evening, and hopefully that if there's anything that comes from the foundation or the primer, I'll leave that down below. I'll kind of give you an update on how well it wore through the night. And but yeah, so far I'm really liking that. I just like how it's kind of giving me like a really nice a dewy look. I am really liking the foundation slash concealer. I think it did a nice job under my eyes, and especially when I used the brush to blend it in, and then it really is giving me like a glowy kind of look. It's that caffeine, I think, that it's infused with. So I think I'm going to have to pick another one of these up, maybe in a different shade. I mean, I think the shade did okay, just kind of seeing if everything blended, but maybe I'll pick up like a lighter shade to use actually as the concealer. But yeah, I really am enjoying this one. I think the last time I looked, it was still on sale, and I'm sure, like with it going, with them discontinuing the whole, you know, cosmetic line, I'm sure that a lot of it's gonna be on sale. But yeah, really liking this. This is I'm really impressed with that, and it's really made my skin like very soft. So hopefully it'll you know, wear throughout the day. Then the lip plumper, like the collagen infused plump shot, I think it really did give me a little bit of fullness in my lips. I can't see until I get the before and after pictures that I took of my lips, and we'll see if it did anything. I'll put those together and see if it helped at all. I think it did. I think it gave me a little bit of fullness in my lips, so I think that's a great one. So far, I am really, when I first put it on, I was a little bit hesitant about the NYX, the Lift and Snatch, the eyebrow pen, but I think it did a nice job. And then once I got the rest of my makeup on, I think it does look really nice. So, and the only thing that you know, I mean, it's a liquid, so it's not going to have like the spoolie on it. So I would probably only, that's the only thing is I would use one of my spoolie pencils and just to kind of go through the hairs. But yeah, I mean, it's left it really nicely, and I'm not going to need like a brow gel or anything like that to make sure that they stay in place. Like they feel really, they're not going anywhere. So yeah, so far that's a good find. I am really liking this cream bronzer. I am really liking that. I think it has done such a nice job of giving me that really just a sun-kissed look, and it's like illuminated my skin. Like, look at that. It's just like illuminated all of my forehead. So that's a great find. I'm really liking that. And then the Madison Beer palette. I do like the shades. I think it did a really nice job. I love the colors that I used today. And then I can't wait to use some of these other shades. These are, I mean, if you actually look, they're probably more, some of them are geared more like for a fall look. But I think they're pretty. I really like them. So I can't wait to use some of these, you know, shimmery shades. I love palettes like this. Like, you can create so many looks with this. So I really thought this just as like a really pretty palette. And I think what helped with that eyeshadow too is also that the eyeshadow primer that I used. I think that helped really bring out the boldness of the colors. So I think that did a great job. And then last but not least, I only used these few brushes from the collection, but oh my goodness, they are so beautiful. Oh, brushes make all the difference in the world. If you use the right brushes when you're applying your product, oh my goodness, it makes such a difference. My favorite has to be the 204, the Smudge It brush. Oh, I love it. I've never had such a soft brush to do underneath my lower lash line. That is just beautiful. And they're just beautiful brushes. The quality is just amazing. So I can't wait. I think what I'm going to do is actually do a whole video where I can use a bunch, like more of the brushes, and try and use them individually, and then also use her eyeshadow palette, the Lisa J, the BK Beauty eyeshadow palette. I have that. That was the first thing that I bought when it came in the fall. It launched, and I bought that. So I think I'm just going to kind of do a video where I'm using the brushes and the eyeshadow palette and stuff like that. So, but can't wait to use some more of these brushes. And I'm really actually quite impressed with the NYX, like the satiny, the Shout Loud satin lipstick. It has a nice sheen to it, and I'm not even going to bother using a gloss today. I don't think it really needs a gloss. It has enough like satiny finish to it that I don't need that. But yeah, so far it's very, very moisturizing on the lips. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me using a bunch of the new products. I still have a whole bunch of more new stuff to go through. So this was just kind of like a part one, I guess, of using new products. And let me know in the comments down below if there's products that you guys have used here, or if there's anything that kind of piqued your interest. And let me know that down below, or if there's other products that you're waiting, can't wait for me to use. So let me know in the comments down below. And before you head out, I would love if you consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And give this video a big thumbs up if you like first impression type of videos of trying new products. And don't forget, you can always follow me over on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I've got all of those. Those are always down in the description box below. And I will always have everything linked and listed below of everything that I've used today. And if you ever do use any of the affiliate links, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. Just kind of helps my little channel keep going. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!